Today I want to talk to you about the time blocking technique and productivity hack called Pomodoro Technique. So it's a very fresh Saturday morning. It's a little bit windy, but yeah, it's down to 12 degrees centigrade today. So it's really chilly compared to what we've been running in for the past couple of months. So, which is actually quite nice. You forget sometimes that, you know, running in hot weather, sunny conditions, great for the tan, but it's hard work. Your body's working harder. So this temperature is ideal. If the wind had stopped a little bit, then it would be perfect. Anyway, I digress. So it's a Saturday morning, productivity hacks and mindset is the topic today. And this is one that I've never really fully got to grips with, but I'm going to trial it again and let you know my results. It's called Pomodoro Technique, and there was I think it's from some theorist in Italy who kind of came up with this idea, and basically it's trying to reinforce the need to have regular breaks, and that, you know, as much as you want to be in flow and be focused, when you're working on stuff, you're giving it attention, it's draining, and just a very quick 5-minute break can allow you to recharge and refresh and make you more productive when you get back at things again. So the way it works is the study suggests that 25 minutes is the optimal amount of time you should spend working on something before having a break. So 25 minutes, set a timer, and then you get a 5-minute break. So you don't do any work during that 5 minutes. You can do what you want really, but as long as it's not work. So sorry, it's really windy. So you could be checking your social media, going for a walk, making a cup of tea, whatever it is. It's a 5-minute break, but only 5 minutes, and then back to it again for another 25 minutes. So you set your timer up. And there are lots of kind of apps you can download that have Pomodoro Technique tagged into them. So you don't have to keep setting different sets of timers all the time, although it's pretty straightforward, isn't it? One timer for 25 minutes, one timer for 5. But you do this for 4 slots in a row. So 2 hours worth of time blocking, 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25 minutes, 5-minute break. Then, after the 4th, you take a longer break. And the argument suggests, I've heard different theories on this, anything from kind of 15 to 30 minutes, some people suggest as much as an hour. But I think the key is you need a longer break at this time. So if I was doing it, I'd probably want at least half an hour, possibly an hour, depending on how intense the work has been, before you then crack on for the next 4 cycles. So then you can work in, when you're scheduling your day, you can go, right, I'm doing 3 Pomodoro timer techniques today. So that means that's 12 25-minute blocks with 5-minute breaks on the back tagged on the end. So you can kind of work it out by Pomodoro time. So each block is a 2-hour chunk. So it's quite a cool way of doing it. I have dabbled with it in the past and had success. But the key is here is to make it straightforward and easy. Oh, thank God I've got a bit of wind shelter now. Whew, it's windy. Excuse me. Sorry, needs are a must. I hate doing that, but sometimes you've got to clear out when you're running. Anyway, I digress. So the key is to have a process where it's not distracting you to set these timers up. So proper apps that are set up for Pomodoro timers are probably the best way to go. You can get them for your desktops, laptops, Macs, PCs, whatever. Whether you go Chrome Store, whether you go App Store, whether you go Mac Store, you can get all of them, and most of them are free. So I wouldn't recommend paying for them. You can get them on your smartwatch or on your smart devices. So whatever's going to work best for you, use. But give it a try, because you know, like I say, we live in a world now where it can take 24 minutes to get back into flow when you're distracted, and usually your mind will wander when you've basically been focusing for too long and your mind's fatiguing. So this technique, you might feel you're getting more breaks, but they're just more frequent. It's kind of forcing you to take breaks. But it's a really cool productivity strategy. I know a few people that kind of do this really, really well, and they're super productive people. So who am I to try to disagree? I've always kind of found it a little bit clunky having to keep pressing timers on and off. However, you can get some that kind of automatically keep running. So, for example, you don't have to keep starting and stopping timers. You'll just set it up, press go in the morning, and it will just work on a continuous basis. So it'll beep every time you've had 25 minutes. It'll beep when you've had your 5-minute break, beep when your next 25. So it'll just be a continuous stream. That might be something that works better for me, that I might switch across to. So I hope you found this useful. But to summarise, it's a technique of short bursts of focus with even shorter breaks to refresh and recharge. And researchers suggest it can make you significantly more productive because it takes out the kind of impact of distraction that you get when you put longer sessions of work into place. So that's the kind of mindset behind it. So 25-minute sessions, then a 5-minute break. Do that 4 times, even if it's a cycle of 4, and you take a longer break. Of anything to 15 to 30 minutes, but I think up to an hour is fine. And then you go again. And what you can then do is you can then map out your day in Pomodoro timers. So if you find time blocking quite challenging, you can actually use this as a form of time blocking. So you can have your to-do list. It might be long and you might not get everything done, but you should trial it. See how. Oh, there's a deer over there. That running over there. Hopefully we've caught it. Oh, this is really muddy. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's really muddy around here, and I hate running through mud. But there you go. So yeah, try it and see how. The only way to really see if this works for you is test and measure it. So try it for a week, and then try it without for a week, and see which week you're more productive. And and you'll probably find the results are fairly conclusive. So I'm going to give this another go shortly once I get through some of the stuff I'm working on at the moment. But I'm certainly going to test this again because it's definitely something that a lot of people say it's really, really good, and I don't think I've given it enough of a chance. So I will be doing so in the future. So any questions? Drop me a comment. I'll always respond. It's a bigger question, and I'll do a vlog episode, tag you in, but I'll still respond. I think this is good value for anybody. Just tag them in, or just share, or like it. Just increase engagement, much appreciated. If you're not already doing so, follow me or subscribe to my other channels where I do unique content on each of them, so don't miss anything. If it's not for you, absolutely fine. Just unfollow, unfriend me. You won't get cluttered up. But do check out my Facebook group or Runpreneur Facebook group or my Runpreneur YouTube channel, where everything's catalogued. I do a different topic on each day of the week. So you'll probably find there might be something that's relevant to you just to tap in and out of. So hope you found it useful. As always, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you on the next episode.